afternoon and welcome to NTA Benin News Update. I am Anwuli Okolo. The need for concerted effort in the development and sustainability of quality education for every Edo child was the focus of a one-day stakeholders meeting organized by the Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB. Governor Gordon Obaseki wants the stakeholders, particularly parents, to be more active in the education of their children, and that owners of private schools must give value for money paid by parents. Elizabeth Omoko reports.
The program afforded a gathering opportunity to brainstorm on possible ways to improve the reform in the state's basic education subsector, particularly on how to extend the amount of time children spend in school and the need to improve the nutrition value of their food.
Parents should ensure that their children eat. A hungry child can never concentrate in the classroom.
The governor has shifted the time to 1 hour, as we usually close 1:45, that's 2:45 plus 1 hour. So that's making it 2:45. Will give us an extra time to learn new things that we have not learned before, and so that will now give us new things to learn, and so that will help us in future to become what we want to be in the future.
Governor Gordon Obaseki believes that the cooperation of parents is key to the success of the newly introduced Edo Best 2.0, which focuses on equipping pupils with skills to make them self-reliant before leaving the junior secondary school. The governor, who acknowledged that quality education costs money, wants private school owners to render quality services.
We are going to be strengthening the Ministry of Education, working through to them, to make sure that the same methods we are using to capture children in the public schools, we also know. I want to know every child that is registered in every school in the state. So we are going to be strengthening our supervision. That every school, anybody who says they are running a school and they have registered children, we must have records and details of those children. We are concerned about their health and hygiene, particularly because of COVID. And we make sure that we sink boreholes in so many schools that don't have water. And those that already have and their pumps are not working, we're working with members of the SVMC in some cases. We'll be repairing these pumps to make sure that there's water for the toilets in the schools and for water for the children to wash their hands.
Chairman, Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, John Oviawe, represented by a member of the board, Elizabeth Igodaro, enumerated the gains of the Edo Basic Education Sector Transformation Program since 2018.
In all that he has done, he has never left the stakeholder there, because he knows very well that without the stakeholders, we cannot get to the grassroots of education in Edo State.
It is the belief of these stakeholders that all hands must be on deck if the Edo child must have quality education. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NTA News.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, says training and welfare of Army personnel is a paramount priority of the federal government to enable personnel function optimally in line with present-day realities. This was his message to officers and men of 4th Brigade Nigerian Army, Benin City, when he met with them on a familiarization tour of Army formations. Goodluck Enaini reports that Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya also flagged off the 22nd Combat Service Support Training at the Nigeria Army School of Supply and Transport, S&T, Benin City.
Providing effective combat service support for the Nigerian Army to enable it accomplish assigned missions in a joint environment has been the desire of the Chief of Army Staff. He is meeting with these officers to explain why this must be achieved. He says the vision of Mr. President is to reposition the Army, assuring them of good days ahead.
I have seen things for myself. I appreciate what they are doing. I've encouraged them to even put in more to achieve our mandate. They are doing well, they are doing their best, and we are providing also all necessary guidance and support.
At the Nigerian Army School of Supply and Transport, the Chief of Army Staff flagged off the Combat Training Week geared towards building the personnel, just as Governor Gordon Obaseki laid the foundation stone of a 200-room hostel named after President Muhammadu Buhari.
In Benin, Goodluck Enaini NT News.
The Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Ewari II, wants the Nigerian Army to see its role in ensuring the unity of the nation, as well as ensure the unity of Nigeria as a task that must be accomplished in the face of daunting challenges. Oba Ewari was speaking when he received the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, on a courtesy call to the palace. Kolakanaini again reports.
The Benin monarch, who described the tasks ahead of the military as enormous, especially with the issues of internal security as well as the regional peacekeeping, is of the view that victory is certain if the military is united. He acknowledged the efforts of the military in ensuring peace in his kingdom and assured the visitors of the support of his palace.
We want to appeal to the Nigerian army not to relent in their efforts to ensure peace and tranquility, assisting the police, assisting other security agents in the country to maintain peace.
The visitor is pleased with the cordial relationship between his men and the palace and wants it to be sustained.
For all their efforts they are doing in this kingdom, in this great kingdom, to bring peace and security and ensure peaceful coexistence within the elements that live here. And to thank and appreciate you for everything you are doing, and now request that Your Royal Majesty to please continue to do that, because we find that very, very important and essential in our operations.
The Chief of Army Staff has since left for Abuja. In Benin, good luck in Aini, NT News.
Creating awareness on issues and events that affect any disadvantaged demographic, like the visually impaired, usually takes concerted effort. This is why members of the Association of the Blind Edo State Chapter are on a courtesy visit to the management of NTA Benin Network Center. The mission is to appeal for the authorities' support in championing its cause. Obeyotobo Presai reports.
The association wants to synergize with the NTA on the forthcoming White King Safety Day, celebrated annually every 15th of October, and the World Sight Day, scheduled for 10th October. A jingle to sensitize the public to proper care of the eyes and care for the visually impaired was also presented to the zonal director, with an appeal for extensive airing.
The rates in which people are becoming blind is alarming, and this is of great concern to us. Hence, we decided to produce a jingle aimed at informing the public to take care of their eyes.
The zonal director, Pauline Igbano, did not hesitate to express interest in the association's cause, which she describes as similar to that of the Nigerian Television Authority.
If you let us know the activities, your program for the day, we'll be glad to cover it for news and also to help to sensitize more of our viewers. Our final request was a jingle that you have produced. Yes, we only request that we look at it. We have to vet it. We have some standard, in-house standard, and even if it doesn't meet our standard, we get our programs department to work with you to rectify any possible defect that it might have, so that we can start to run it immediately. Your interest is our own interest.
A member of the association, Matthew Ahabwe, also used the opportunity to attest to the zonal director's benevolence. The Association of the Blind caters for the welfare of all people living with visual impairment in the country. The office of the Edo State Chapter is located at number 10 Wire Road, off St. Saviour Road, Upper Sakbomba, Benin City. In Benin, Obeyotobo Presai, NTA News.
The Nigeria Meteorological Agency warns of possible flash floods across 34 states in the next 3 days. A statement released by the agency this Tuesday says the moderate to heavy rainfall which could lead to flash floods, are Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, Kano, Jigawa, and Bauchi. Other states are Gombe, Yobe, Kebbi, Niger, FCT, Plateau, Adamawa, Taraba, Kwara, Oyo, Lagos, Ondo, and Ogun. Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Benue, Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, Anambra, Abia, and Rivers are also not exempted. NIMET is therefore cautioning the public that the slim chances of flash flood could be more pronounced on roads, settlements, farmlands, and bridges. This is the news update. It's time for a break. Please stay on.
In Aduawa and its environment, or you need a conducive and open field in Aduawa for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, annual ceremonies, family or corporate events in a serene and conducive environment that is close to nature. Then look no further. NTA Benin Aduawa is the place for you. NTA Benin Aduawa has a large field for all your other events and ceremonies. Also, at NTA Corporate Headquarters, TV Road, we have a state-of-the-art, fully air-conditioned, ultra-modern hall for all kinds of indoor events with a standby generating set to ensure constant power supply. We also have the NTA Pavilion for all your outdoors events at the same venue. Guess what? Our prices are affordable, locations are easily accessible, venues conducive and highly secure. Our outside broadcast van is available 24 hours and can broadcast your event live. And above all, you can air your event on our award-winning programs like Events and Style. Wow! What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity and have your celebration in a grand style. For inquiries and bookings, please call NTA Benin, the award-winning station.
This life I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. Allow me to flex.
Hello there. Welcome to the newest lounge in the Asian city of Benin, Hyperion Lounge, a lounge with good food, music, drinks, karaoke, networking, exclusive for VVIP, and a relaxed environment to meet the right people. Hyperion Lounge is situated at rooftop floor, which has a panoramic view of the city. Visit us at 76 Akpakava Central Hotel, Efedosa Signature, opposite First Bank, Benin City. For seat reservation, call 091-5111-1123. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyperion Central. Email info.hyperioncentral@gmail.com. All COVID-19 guidelines is strictly adhered. Hyperion Lounge, exclusivity redefined.
You're welcome back. Edo State government will roll the drums to mark the 30th anniversary of the state. Governor Gordon Obaseki is to commence a tree planting campaign in line with the government's reforestation initiative of planting 10 million trees in the next 10 years. A statement by the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Osaibu Voyoha, indicates that the program will ensure sustainable regeneration of Edo forest reserves for future generations, and that it is imperative because the people are rich in culture and heritage. The statement adds that the tree planting program will hold on Friday, 27th August, and invites all Edo people to join in celebrating the 30-year milestone of togetherness and progress. Edo State, in 30 years of attainment of self-governance within the Federation of Nigeria, did not just come cheaply. Traditional rulers, intellectuals, community and religious leaders, home and abroad, among others, played key roles in the realization of this desired dream of Edolites. In this special report, correspondent Elizabeth Omoko x-rays the political development in the past 30 years. This is second in a series of reports as Edo celebrates her 30th anniversary.
Edo State, located in the south-south region of the country, borders Kogi State to the northeast, Anambra to the east, Delta to the southeast, and Ondo to the west. It has a landmass of 17,802 kilometers and a population density of 4,235,595. Edo is among the 5 largest states in Nigeria and the center of the country's rubber and timber industry, with Benin retained as the capital of the state. The state was carved out of the old Bender state by the military regime of retired General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida on 27th of August 1991. Prior to its creation, the journey started from the old western region to Midwest region, then to Bender state, before the actualization of what we now have today as Edo states. There has been various levels of governance with 4 administrators and 6 governors that have so far driven the policies of the states at different stages. There are Colonel John Iwekerumo Yari, John Odige Oyegu, Colonel Mohammed Abu Salam Onuka, Colonel Basi Asukwo, Group Captain Baba Adamu Yam, Navy Captain Anthony Oyerogbulem, Chief Lucky Igbinedio, Professor Saremel Osumbo, Comrade Adams Oshomole, and Governor Godwin Obaseki, who is now serving his second term.
30 years down the line, we inherited an administrative guidelines from General Ogbemundia, which, however, did not effectively come into play until the present dispensation came on board. Bearing in mind that our daddy Odige Oyegun was there for too short a period, he could not make any impact politically. So the political administration can really be seen from when this dispensation, this democratic dispensation commenced. And if you ask me, I think that we are trying.
The political environment has featured several contestations among the 3 senatorial districts of the state. This legacy of contestation has created a multi-layered and multifaceted political structure that is peculiar to the states.
The last election that brought in the present administration of Basaki, that has been celebrated and trumpeted all over as being the best, one of the best, had put us in a position where we have expected that we can never go back. It's going to get better.
The local government structure as an offshoot of the state's creation is one that has also grown in leaps and bounds.
We've gotten it wrong from the inception, and so it's difficult to move forward.
The local government structure is a creation that was meant to take governance to the grassroots. The laws are there, the implementations are the issues.
I am of the view that there should be a national conference that will sit down and rewrite the constitution and amend the constitution, if the case may be, so that everybody will know it's none of duty.
How has the political achievement helped in repositioning the state on the political map of the country in 30 years?
Name them, Ubemudia, and then even right now, Benedia, Shomole, Admiral Higbe, Admiral Akomo, the military, the civilian regime. We've always been there. It's always been glorious for us. Tommy Kimi, we are the Edo people have really, God has really gifted us as a people. If we've not gotten the variables that we should get as a people, it is not because we have been discriminated against. It's not because we have not had the opportunity. We should ask the persons whom God has placed there as Edo people why we are where we are.
Edo State is a frontline state. Edo State is a pride to the nation because from the little that we have been able to showcase so much development.
With the state struggling to survive not only in managing society, it has also improved in the socio-economic conditions of the people as captured by the founding fathers.
The jury is out there whether the position that God has given to us, we have used it well for the enhancement of the well-being of the people, for the promotion of the individuals of Edo people, and for the development of the state.
The creation of the state, I can say in a long way, has really created good things in the state. One, by discongesting the state. A lot of employment opportunity have also come. Those who were jobless are now gainful employment. Those who you think cannot do anything, you can find that they are even vibrant.
As Edo State marks the big 30, Observers want Edo citizens to work in unity and be patriotic in line with the expectations of the founding fathers. In Benin, Elizabeth Amoko, NTA News.
The creation of each state in Nigeria has its peculiar historical perspective, and Edo State is not an exception. As the state gets set to clock 30 on the 27th of this month, the Enogie for Bazuaiku, His Royal Highness Prince Edun Akenzua, has been recalling salient build-up to its creation. Paul Omukago tells us more on the press briefing he had this Wednesday in Benin.
Unknown to many, the creation of Edo State 30 years ago was prominently led by Omonoba Erejowa when he inaugurated the Edo State movement during the Second Republic. Briefing the media, His Royal Highness Prince Edun Akenzua, who happens to be the pioneer editor of the Nigerian Observer, went down memory lane as he vividly recalled the series of meetings, contributions, and selfless efforts by the Oba, ably assisted by 11 other traditional rulers and 35 prominent Edo senior citizens. The birth of this movement was as a result of agitations for creation of Aniosha, Anioma, and Delta states from the old Bende state, coupled with accompanying maps showing part of Edo land. This prompted immediate reaction, with the Oba being the rallying point for the creation of what is today Edo State.
The Oba told members that if any of them had any means of reaching the National Assembly, that they could come up, table it at the next meeting. Before the next meeting, however, the Oba got information from someone who said the Senate President at that time, Dr. Joseph Wires, was his personal friend, and that Dr. Wires had formerly worked in one of his companies. That person was the Esama of Benin, Chief Gabriel Igbinavia. Although the Esama was not a member of the committee, the Oba directed him to make the appointment. From that time on, the Esama had metamorphosed into a Edo State movement.
As the state turns 30 on August 27, 2021, His Royal Highness Prince Edun Akenzua is of the view that Second Republic Senate President Dr. Joseph Wires, who played significant role in the creation of the state, be duly recognized. In Benin, Paul Omukago, NTA News.
It's time for another break. Please stay on.
You visit the ancient city of Benin. Two things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenuyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
We are StarTimes, the most affordable digital pay TV platform with the widest signal
coverage in Nigeria, dedicated to bringing the best TV entertainment around the world to your screen. From Hollywood to Bollywood to Nollywood, we offer the most affordable subscription. Enjoy over 75 channels for as low as 1,700 naira, like Nat Geo Wild, BBC, ESPN, and premium sports like Emirates FA Cup, La Liga, Bundesliga, wrestling. What's more exciting? We have the most flexible payment options in Nigeria. Don't dull. Join us now for an exciting journey. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Edo is among the 19 states and the FCT that recorded new cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria. According to the latest figures by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, 637 COVID-19 cases have been confirmed in 18 states of the country. Lagos leads the pack with 322 cases, followed by Rivers with 70, Edo 54, Delta 34. Akwa Ibom and Kwara states recorded 31 each. The FCT has 29, Ekiti 17, Osun 14, Ogun 10, Cross River 5, Plateau and Taraba states 3 cases each, Kaduna and Bayelsa 2 cases each, while Benue, Enugu as well as Kano states recorded 1 case respectively. Now a total of 188,880 cases have been confirmed across the Federation. Discharged cases are 169,382, while 2,288 deaths have been confirmed. Governor Gordon Obaseki has paid a condolence visit to the family of the late Captain Idausa Okumbo, assuring the bereaved family that his government will share in their loss of the icon. Elizabeth Omoko reports.
Describing the deceased as one who was generous to a fault, Obaseki says the death of the Edo-born business mogul, Captain Idausa Okumbo, was not just a loss to the family, but a bigger loss to the Edo people and Nigeria. He wants the family to take solace in the fact that he led a good life.
He's not here anymore, but that's those good gestures, acts of kindness, acts of generosity, and those things are some of the things we will continue to remember him.
Younger brother to the departed icon, Kingsley Okumbo, appreciated the governor for finding time to share in the grief of the family.
We will say, Baba, in the last few months of my brother's presence on earth, that was one of his favorite songs.
Captain Idausa Wells Okumbo was a retired commercial pilot and a business magnate with a business profile spanning over 30 years. He was married with 11 children. In Benin, Elizabeth Amako, NTA News.
That concludes the news update. Join us again at 7 o'clock in the evening for the main news. Good afternoon.